Please, somebody tell me how is the delay, if everything is fine. If we are real time. If we are playing this real time. Anyone? Anyone can help me out if everything works? Discord. We will need Discord for the giveaway. And Nightbot. Okay. What was our main struggle today? Let's see. I'm gonna go fast forward through screenshots. Our main struggle is versus 3 bets and defending versus 2.5. That I think is our main struggle. How to defend versus everything works. Yogza for fur. Yo. So we will be studying defense versus 2 and 2.5x from the blinds and versus 3 bet. How to play versus 3 bet. That will be our focus for today. Yeah, versus 2.5x, I'm really struggling from blinds. So we'll look into that. Anything else? Anything else? Versus 4 bet also responses. Also versus 4 bet. So I guess let's go first versus 4 bet. Let's go first versus 4 bet. GTO Wizard. Bam. And we will here. Ante format, cash, ante 9 max, 200 blinds deep, opening size, let's say 3x. Maybe I can just look directly in the study. How to respond versus 4 bet. NL50, 200, 3x, 3 with 3 bet, cutoff has just all in this, maybe versus 2.5, 12, 4 bet. Okay, so this is how we defend versus 4 bet. We basically call all our suited hands and we don't play all in. We just click bottom blockers to 75. And mostly calling aces, like 10% of aces. Let's look in other positions. There is some all-in with kings and ace-king off. Also calling, bunch of calling, and bottom hands, you see, clicking to 75. So we mostly want to play pretty hard stuff to execute on the fly. Clicking bottom king axis, ace axis, mostly clicking aces, mostly calling kings on these positions, sometimes clicking ace king suited. This is pretty hard. Calling all the pockets, and I had 5 suited in one of those spots, if you guys remember in the session. I had 5 suited. Versus 4 bet. I guess let's practice. Let's practice versus 4 bet. Let's just go versus 4 bet. We will pick against 4x and 2.5 and this because 3x has only all in. Confirm. all settings, and then we will set that we are one of these positions. And our opponents are here. We are in position. And I just want to have close decisions. Let's go 4 tables. Spot, turbo, instant, learning mode, off, RNG mode, low RNG, start training. Let's go. Let's go. We're training 4 bet spots. I don't know how well you guys see. Maybe it's better if we just go 1 table. Yeah, I think it's better if we go 1 table. What do I need to do that the menu shows here? All settings, modes, 1 table. It's better that you guys see 1 table good than 4 tables bad. Let's try like this. This will be way better, right? So I would like to involve you guys as well. So whenever you see spot, you can write F or call. And here you have a randomizer as well if you want to participate. So 7-6 suited, you can write call or fold. Randomizer is on 89. So if 7-6 suited would fold 15% of the time, this would mean that we fold. Whatever is above 85, we fold. So 7-6 suited versus a 4 bet, F or C or all in. What is the play? Okay, I guess a call. Okay, thank you. Yoxa, at least us, me and you, will study only. Let's make here. So 7-6 is correct. King 9 folds. We're just gonna go on to the hard ones. 5-4 suited. That's more interesting because I don't think it's a full frequency. I think 5-4 suited is calling 60% of the time. So that means if number is below 60, we call and it's correct. And if number would be above 60, we would fold it. So now I already, so my decision is to call. Hungrix and Poker Natic, welcome to the study stream. Feel free to participate. You can write if you want to call, write C. If you want to go all in, write AI, I guess. AI, yes, artificial intelligence. And if you want to fold, just write fold. So yeah, I guess only me and Tux are real studying. Everybody else are bots watching me. So let's call. Let's see, what was the frequency? The frequency of 5-4 was not 50%, but you see it? 26%. So if randomizer would be 0 to 26, we would call. The randomizer was at 38. 72. I think ace 3 just folds pure. Yeah, it was a fold. Ace 4 pure fold. Ace 6 pure fold. Jack 9. I think it could be called at least 40% of the time. At these positions. So if it would be 0 to 40, I would call. So I'm calling. We have 2 dots, but let's look if Jack 9 suited is pure defend. even, or I was right with, no, it's just pure frequency. Jack 9 pure frequency defend these positions and all suited ace access, and then we are clicking king 5 suited like lower blockers, and some of the king jack off and ace 10 off, surprisingly. Queens pure call, kings 26% call, kings, ace king as well, ace king suited pure call, aces mostly call. Interesting. Nines, I think pure call. Yes. Ace jack pure fold. Pure fold. Ace 3, these positions pure fold. King 10 fold. 5-4 on a 4, always call. Maybe 5-4 here calls 70% of the time. So 0 to 70 calls. If we would see number here 70 to 100, I think we would press fold. Let's check. 5-4. Oh, look, it's 23%. I'm gonna show like this. 26% still. Same spot as before. Ace 9. My instinct says something. What do you guys think? Be fast, please. Be fast as you can. Call or fold. Or 5-bet click to 70 blinds. Call. Spooky Dunk wants to 5-bet. Spivy bro has nickname Spivy for a reason. Bato Chef. Bato Chef. Dobar dan. Call. Okay, so chat, 2 guys for call, 2 guys for all-in. So somebody needs to write something that we click. Who will put the weight on the something? I'll do what chat wants to do. Anyone? I guess Ate will write here fold. But then still we don't get the decision. So I guess we press call. Yeah, it's call. It was pure call. I'm the NIT, Slovenian NIT. Slovenian NIT. This is, I have emotes for me. Slovenian folder and NIT. That's me. Ace 9 suited, but you see it's very close. Very close. It actually mixes, it starts to mix some folds, like 3% of the time it mixes folds, so it's very close. Yoksa said, I play poker since 3 years now, but I'm new to the study and it's kind of strange for me to call 5-4 off and easy fold ace jack off in similar actions. Guess I have a lot to learn. We were looking at 5-4 suited combo. 5-4 off, it's not even a 3-bet. I'm a Slovenian maniac there. Then? Okay, you're also Slovenian brother. Slovenian maniac. We're so tight in this stream that we don't have any maniac emojis. The closest to maniac is German tanks. Oh, this looked so bad. Oh. Okay, enough. What is the most interesting for me? It's like how much kings we call and how ace kings are randomized into the call. And aces also randomizing some calls. That's it's really interesting. King queen off, I think pure fault. Yeah, 7-6 suited. What do you guys think? 7-6 suited versus 50 blinds 4-bet. Randomizer is at 30. Call, fold, or all in? What is the play? Call. Royal Flush, welcome here. Thank you for participating. Call, call, call. I agree. I will write call as well. Hadeka, nice to have you on the study stream. Let's see if 7-6 starts to fold a little bit. Yeah, there we go. It's 50-50. 8-7 as well versus this big size. So now we need to distinguish when we get to 4-bet to 43 blinds or 36. It matters a lot. So it's very connected to what size they're opening. So if they open to 2 blinds or 2.5 and we 3-bet to 12 and then go to 33, most of these connectors call. But once they open 4 and we go to 17 and they go 50 blinds, then all of these connectors are heavy mixing. And then we also play jams with kings and ace king off. Then it's a totally different response when there is so many blinds in the middle. So I need to keep in mind that. What stakes do you play right now? I haven't been watching Twitch for a while now. We are currently doing bankroll challenge 1k to 10k. Playing at the moment 25 NL ante games, 200 blinds deep. So we basically have $50 on each table. You can check replays of my stream on Twitch or YouTube, Kick. You can just see the action. How to consider sometime percentage? I wouldn't care about this, Yoksa, at your point. You just look at the range. For example, you look at this range, and whenever there is green, you call. If the hand is like half green, half blue, you can just simplify yourself, whatever you like. It doesn't really matter if you're starting out. For me, that I'm streaming and these guys are playing versus me, I need to take care that I'm not having too many bluffs in certain line. You know, if I always fold this on the stream, it means that I don't have a low board coverage. Right? If these guys see me folding all the suited connectors to 4 bets, that means when low board falls, they can just do, you know, they can just abuse me hardcore. Right? And if I call too many hands, then they can bluff catch me all the time on some runouts because I have just too many bluffs. We are looking at cash game ante 9 max ranges. It's very similar to tournaments, actually. 5-4 suited on 68, we fold. We learned that versus bigger sizes, these hands just folds 70% of the time, right? Pocket 7s versus 43. I think they call at least half of the time, but we're gonna check how pockets do versus such a big 4-bet. Let's check. If we face a bigger 4-bet, yeah, this for example I will not learn, Yoksa. I will not learn that just pocket 7s fold sometimes, you know. I'm just gonna call my pockets pure. I'm not gonna care about that, for example. And versus this 40 blinds 4-bet, we do more jamming with kings and ace king off. And ace king suited, it's mostly calling, yeah. Ace king suited, mostly calling. Okay. So let's practice a little bit more. Queen jack suited, I forgot. Let's just look. Queen jack suited, mostly calling. So these stronger suited Broadways, mostly calling. We randomized slow, right? Was that a problem or what's happening here? Why it's a fold? Yeah, here in that sim it's mostly folding. What is this? EP3 versus low jack. And here it just folds. But yeah, if I defend around suited, queen jack suited, pockets, low connectors, I'll be totally fine. 7-6 suited, I believe, pure defend, 5-4 on 87, I think it folds. What do you guys think? 5-4 on 87? As far as we looked before, 5-4 it's 25 in, right? So it's a fold. You guys agree it's a fold? On an 87? Yokes, no need to bother about this. It's since you're playing only for 3 years, I wouldn't bother. It's always about opponent's range. So how opponent is 4-betting, and because our opponent is having many 4-bet bluffs with 7x's, you just fold 7s because you block opponent's bluff, and that means you're mostly versus his value range. But I really wouldn't look for anomalies so much or focus on them. It's good that you understand why this is the case, but I wouldn't stress about it. I would try to simplify as much as I can. So we fold 5-4 here, and we have 2 dots. Let's see if it's really 25% or it's more. It's 50% versus small 30 blinds. Versus small 36 blinds 4-bet, it's 50-50. But good job, chat, for folding. Ace-9 fold. 7-6 pure. Oh, it was an 83, right? Whatever, we're not gonna stress. Jack-10 pure. Ace-10, fuck. Under the gun versus cutoff Ace-10 on 45. What do you guys want to do? That's interesting. Sparky 82. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the study stream. We're doing the giveaway. 3 starter subscriptions for GTO Wizard very soon. Let me see what they gave me. 1 month starter sub giveaway. For entity, cash, or spins. It's your choice. We will do it soon. Royal. Call. All in. Quipol. We have some crazy Slovenians. I would fold as well. So I guess we will trust our man Royal. Royal, this is for you. Let's see. And the pure call is the play. Good job. Let's see how the range plays. Kings. So when EP does 50 blinds 4-bet, kings, ace, king off, mostly jams, and aces 60% call. And ace suited is the last hand which calls a lot. We are still calling 6-7, 6-5 suited, all this stuff. Okay, I would fold as well, man. I would fold as well. Okay. Man, I'm so hungry. I don't know what's happening. So maybe we do like 25 minutes more and then I do giveaway and I go eat something because I'm just gonna collapse. Yasin, welcome here. In my bankroll challenge, I'm mostly playing 9 max ante games. So I'm studying that format. That is the reason why we are looking at 9 max ranges. Queen jack suited pure defend. Ace deuce fold. Ace deuce fold. Ace deuce was not folding. What the fuck? Oh, it's a 5-bet. No. What? Hijack versus button. Pure defend. All suited ace axes. Versus 50 blinds. Crazy. That's why we're here, right? That's why we're here. 6-5, I think always defend. Yes, Queen Jack suited on a 5. What does 5 mean? That I think Queen Jack suited folds here. Yes, it folds, and it probably folds pure. We learned before that Queen Jack was anomaly. Yeah, even King Jack on these positions. Good to know. Ace Jack, fold. No, this is such a hard comment. Let me read it. 9 max, most racks avoid playing it. Okay. I don't see where is the question. And then the second question is it similar to live for the ranges? No, this is very unique format. Everybody pays half of the big blind ante. So it's like, it's not even close to tournaments. It's a very wide format, very actionable format. You can check, open the GG, go to Hold'em 9 max tables and check it for yourself. We're currently studying how to play versus a 4-bet in position, what to defend and what to not to defend. I guess 10-9 suited versus CP we defend. Yes. Jack 10 suited, yes. King 10 fold. Ace 8. Ace 8 suited versus CP. I think pure fold, but it's hard to know which hands we 5-bet as a bluff. If I would be playing on stream, I would just randomize this 20% 5-bet as a bluff. Can you guys tell me which hands would you hear 5-bet for bluff to 70 blinds? Or would you even play a 5-bet range? Anything would help me here. So any feedback, I'm gonna wait like 20-30 seconds because I'm really curious like what you would guys do. Because I have no idea. Yeah, I faced many 4-bets today and I didn't know the responses, so that's why we're checking. Alex, thank you for coming here and writing in the chat. It means a lot that you guys are cooperating. Fold. Okay. And 5-bet non-all-in range, I guess we will check together. We're all clueless. It is a fold. The fold was correct. Let's see the range. So you see, Ace 8 was mixing 5%. So if I show you here, Ace 8 was mixing 5% 5-bet. And then 1% A7 suited and Ace 4 suited is prime candidate. 44%. And you don't want to play jams here. You want to just play clicks. And to basically play clicks with Ace King off half of the time, Ace King suited 30%, Kings 50%, and Aces 80%. And your prime bluff candidate is like King Jack, whatever you have it, and Ace 4 suited. So if we struggled so much to find a 5-bet bluff, so you can imagine what 5-bet means in practice. Disaster. That you're dead. And versus a jam, you should be... There is no jam. Versus a 5-bet, you should be mixing Ace King off. So it's really polarizing. Like either guys overbluff 5-bet or they just have value. And yeah, you should be back jamming them with practically 10s, some ace-5 suited occasionally, stuff like that. Oh, how hungry I am. Yeah, this will be a long journey, guys. This will be a long journey. That we will become true masters. True pre-flop masters. We will need whole bankroll challenge, I feel like. Maybe that won't be enough. This will be, I think, harder than I thought to become a really good pre-flop here. But yeah, that's why we're here. Let's play a couple more spots and then 13% on king 5. For example, when I roll so low, I might take something like this for a 5 bet. Why am I playing cash game? Hello whiskey. Because I did million MTTs bankroll challenges already, 0 to 10k. So I wanted to start something new, which is actually really challenging for me. That is the reason. We can still play tournaments in the future. There's nowhere written that I'm not gonna play some tournaments in this challenge as well. So for example, like if I would be below 10%, I would be very tempted to just click this. Let's see how many suited king X's are actually for betting. You see, I wouldn't miss much. If I would randomize like 10-20% here, I would be totally fine. So I think that's a really nice approach. Cool. Okay, I think we became quite better than before. So I think there is no point in getting like top notch here. We have so many other spots to improve just a little bit. So we'll just change the drill. And we'll go to spots where we are really bad. So let's change the drill. We will take versus open. And we will play the hardest positions in the game, button, small blind, and big blind, versus opens. Any. We will decide that we only get close decisions. One table. Low RNG. And let's start. I would love to make it the way that you would see here if I'm failing or not, that you guys see that log track. How do we do it? Maybe like this, that you guys see this on the right side. Yeah, that's perfect. So like this, let's go. This is good, huh? And move it a little bit like this. Nice. Let's go. This is good now. Perfect. 9-6 with the fent. I think it doesn't rebet. Queen 9 doesn't call. Queen 10 off might be mix like 30% of the time. So if I have Queen 10 off here, I would press call. Queen 9 suited for sure in. Now the question is if it 3-bets half of the time versus 4x. I think it's close. In game, I would probably take it and sizing 24 blinds. So let's see the frequency versus 4x. So Queen 9 suited was a little bit less. It was 15% randomizer to 24. And then you are more taking this lower stuff. I don't need to move this. You guys see everything. So we use more lower stuff, lower blockers. Higher frequency. Okay. More lower stuff. Pockets mixing 10%, 15% approx. Jacks 50-50. Let's fucking go. Bottom, Jack 10 off. Sure. 5-3 we fold versus min raise. 8-5, I think it's a pure defend versus 2.5. Correct. Ace 9 on a 47. I think bottom call. Nice. 10-6, always a call. Is sometimes 3-betting. Maybe like No, I don't think it 3-bets versus CP, so we just pure call. Oh my god, this is a pure 3-bet. What? A pure fold. 10-6 suited. And then we defend 9-6. You see why I'm confused? Because 8-5 and 9-6 is in. 7-4 is in. And then 10-6 was out. That's why I was super confused. What the fuck is happening here? But as you see, these lower things are popular. Some connectors. So basically hands which are dominated, you want to 3-bet. Hands which are dominated, you want to 3-bet like 30% of the time. That's what you want to do. Ace-5 off, it's a special combo. So let's go. Fuck. Bottom defend. Do we go any looser versus 4x than Jack 6 suited? Jack 5. But I was very sharp there that this is close to the bottom. I mean, I said bottom. Okay. 6-4 versus 4 blinds, I think fold. Jack versus min raise. I think Jack 7 off is here in. What do you guys think? Jack 7 off, write me. If you have Jack 7 off here, what do you do? Call, fold, or all in? Please no trolling. It's a serious stream. I'm not gonna give you GTO Wizard. If we have Jack 7 here, do you call or fold? Jack 7 off. Yatsin folds. Folds. We have folders. Flanners, thank you for cooperation. Means a lot that you're in the chat. You know what you guys are? Folders. You guys are folders. Neats. Neats. Total neats. Let's check. Maybe Ata is wrong. I would call Jack 7 off there. Jack 8 off. Okay. Queen 8 off. Jack 8 off. And King 6 off. I sincerely apologize. You guys are the best. I'm the worst. Yeah. I hope we will still watch each other. But probably you guys were far off. Like, because I knew versus min raise, this gets very close. So be honest to yourself. If you would be million combos off versus a min raise, that is getting really close. I can show you the chart. This was versus hijack open. So let's look. What if cutoff opens min raise? Look at the small blind now. You see 10-7 off. 9-7 off. You guys would find that? Cutoff opens min raise. What if button would open min raise? There we have Jack 7 off, right? 10-7 off. You see? That's why you saw me today opening min raise strategy. I saw that people blunder the heaviest if I open min raise. There is no fucking way these guys are gonna defend 10-7 off with 9 tables. You know? Bitly, this is 9 max ante cash game format on GG. So don't confuse it and play this strategy in other formats. This is only for 9 max ante GG. Okay? And M4, House, MD, thank you too for the follow. Welcome here. Please feel free to cooperate. I'm super happy if you guys write anything. Let's go back to the action. 10-6 versus 2.5. That's a little bit different. Like 2.5 open. I think 10-7 suited is in. Let's see. Yes, this is wild shit, this ante game. it's out of the box for sure. Let's see 10-7 suited versus 2.5. Maybe it's in. Yeah, 10-7 suited in. Quite sharp there. Quite sharp. And the sizing is 17.5 blinds. Yeah, around 18 to 20 blinds I need to go versus 2.5. And versus 2 blinds, sizing is 11, and from big blind 18. But that's only from small blind. Here it's 17. Yeah, I need to go versus other positions. I need to go like 17 to 20 blinds versus min raise. And versus 2.5, also 17 to 20 blinds. And versus 4x, it's 24 and 26. So from blinds, you kind of need to hit around 20 blinds plus 3-bet. In this ante game, very important to 3-bet from blinds 20 to 30 blinds. More 20 if the sizing is below 3 blinds. As soon as they go 4x, 24 to 27. It's very important to 3-bet to these sizes. Because otherwise opponents just realize too cheaply their equity. Queen 10 off versus 4x. I think it's a bottom call. Yep. 8-6 folds. Ace 5 on a 30. We always 3-bet. I think it 3-bets 70% of the time. So 0 to 70. I would go to 17. Less versus 4x. Then it's a pure fold almost. Just how much? 26% of the time. Okay, versus 4x. And now I'm gonna show you versus 2.5 button. And you see ace 5 off, what I meant. That it's 70% 3-bet. You see how close I was? It's just hard for me to distinguish between sizing. We're gonna murder them all, I promise. I'm gonna do everything in my power to crush this challenge. King 9 off. Call or fold, chat. Be fast. Call or fold. King 9 off. Rafa, thank you for the follow. Feel free to cooperate. I will be very happy if you do. King 9 off, chat. Call or fold. Whiskey calls. Batoshev folds. Flanners folds. Quipal folds. So Whiskey is adjusting a little bit. Okay. So if majority of the chat folds, then we will fold. I think it's whatever. I would call. So let's fold. Let's listen to the chat. Yeah, chat is right. Chat is always right. You need to listen to the chat. Let's see how far away we are. You see, Jack 9 off, it's in. Oh, it was a randomizer. We should. It's 50-50. So we were all right, chat. We all were right. You can all feel proud of yourself. Jack 9, King 9 are in. Half. Yatsin, if you're still here. Or who was it? Not Yatsin. Yogza, if you're still here, you know, you can just decide for yourself. I'm gonna pure fold this and call all hands which are pure, you know? Simplify for yourself. Only I need to be reasonably good. That I don't always call or always fold, because these fuckers will tear me apart. For example, I'm not complicating so much even with randomizing. I know all these combos have like 30% on it. So I just know, okay, this hand's VPAP, and now if this random generator is below 30, I'm gonna 3-bet it. You know, I'm not complicating so much. I know, okay, this hand's VPAP, I know this hand 3-bets 30% of the time. If I see here 0 to 30, I 3-bet. It's super simple. It's not like it's rocket science. So this hand's like 30%, 30%, 30%. You can take all of these 30% and you're good to go. Just pockets are like 10 to 20. Ace jack, ace queen, stuff like that. Yeah. This is a time where we saw who was the nit. Yeah. We have just nits on this stream. Man, this emoji is so cool. We have the biggest nits here. Queen 5 versus 4x open. I think we defend. It's either queen 4 plus or any suited queen. I'm gonna defend this one. Let's see. It's queen 5 plus. Okay. It's queen 5 plus. And the usual thematic is 3-bet hands which are dominated by opponent's opening range. And here we need some blockers as well. Yep. Okay. Let's continue. Jack deuce versus min raise. I think it folds versus EP. I would defend Jack 5 off plus. Let's see. Jack 5 off versus min raise. Am I too wide? Jack 3 off. Jack 3 off. I said Jack 5 off versus min raise. You see how big mistakes? How big mistakes these guys are making versus my min raises. Imagine when you guys see me min raise, like what these guys needs to defend. Just like it's especially if some guys come from normal cash game or tournaments or spins, like they are just torching money. Like it's just like money on fire. This is crazy, man. This is hell of a craziness. And look at how little we 3-bet. Like 20% of the time just on suited stuff, on the good stuff. Man, min raise is really fucked up strategy. Jack to suited versus 2.5, I think it's... Huh. What do you guys say? You guys write me. What do you want to do here? Whiskey, I understand you. And this is a good thing, you know? If you realized how bad you are, that's why I'm streaming. That's why we're learning together. So that's a good thing. Be proud of yourself. Like that's a really good thing. Versus hijack fold. House. Against which position you would call it then? Versus 2.5x, not a min raise. Versus which position you would VPAP? Then jack to suited. Is versus any? Versus button, are we calling jack to suited? Versus button, okay, we will check. I would say jack 7 suited here. Maybe jack 6. Let's see. Oh, jack 5 suited already. Jack 5 suited already. Versus cutoff. Jack 3 suited. Really close. And versus button, jack 2 suited is in. How many nits in the chat? That they would fold when button opens 2.5, jack 2 to jack 5 suited. This is crazy, man. This is absolute madness. Absolute madness. And all the 8x's are defending. What format I started to play? We are randomizer 5. What does this mean, chat? When you randomize 5 and you hold ace-9 off on the big blind, what does this mean? What does this mean, chat? We have only one emoji. What does this mean? Randomizer 5. Okay, I guess everybody's busy. I'm gonna click the 26 blinds and I'm gonna hope it's at least 5% rebet. It's not 5% rebet, so how much it is? Ace 9? You see this? How little away I was? Ace 9. It's 4.2%. So if randomizer instead of 5 would be 4, Ace 9 I would get 2 check marks. Ace 8 off plus, Ace 8 off plus here, and Ace 5 off purely defense flareness. Yeah. Okay, let's play a little bit more, and then what else was on my task list? Versus 3 bets. Versus 3 bets. Jack 10 off, we saw the Jack 9 off is calling, and on a very low randomizer we would 3 bet. 10-9, I think it's for sure defend. This is the last question, and then I stop bothering you, chat. What is the percentage of hands you VPIP versus min raise here on the big blind? So I'm asking you what percentage of hands you VPIP versus min raise on the big blind versus hijack min raise open. I'm gonna wait 20 seconds. Okay, 95 2 times. 95. Probably you guys are cheating. Correct. Let's see. I would say 97. Oh, 98. What do we fold? Neats. Royal flush was close, yeah. You just fold 7 deuce and 9 deuce versus min raise. Crazy game, this ante game. Yeah, I'm using min raise strategy because everybody fails miserably hard versus that. Queen 10 on a 24 randomizer, we will 3 bet. What, it's not 20% 3 bet? Queen 10 off? Yeah, like how much? It's 19.5. 19.5. How unlucky I am with this randomizer. 7-5 suited versus 4, I think it's bottom call. It's mixing, whatever. It's mixing. Yeah, it's mixing, whatever. I recognize the bottom. Five to suited. Chat. I promised before it's last one, but what do we guys do with 5 to suited here? Call or fold versus min raise. Let's say AtaTheGreat opens EP3 and you're here on the small blind with 5 to suited. What do you do? What do you guys do? That's so funny. I need to make a camera for this. Imagine you are on the small blind and I open from EP3 and you have a 5 to suited on the small blind. What do you do? This is so funny. This is so funny. Royal Flash says call. True Teller, GG. Amazing nickname from one of the best on this planet. Thank you for the follow. Feel free to cooperate. Call if you have a smell. Come on. Come on. Let's check it. And then we'll do the giveaway. It needs to be random, right? I'm gonna call here. I believe it's in. Yeah, it's in. Let's see. versus min raise. Ata opens. And there we go. I'm gonna make it like this. That's the range with VPAP. Jack 9 off versus AtaTheGreat when he opens from EP3 min raise. Easy call. Ace 4 off, Ace 6 off, Ace 7 off. Jack 3 suited. 5 2 suited in. 5 4 off. Any 5 4 offs in the chat? Any 5 4 off? Do I see you? Hello, 5 4 off. Are we calling? In ante games you can play any hand. It's fucked up because sometimes somebody opens 2 blinds, 2.5 blinds, 4 blinds, 6 blinds. It's shit show. It's complete shit show. You need to be like a snake which changes colors all the time, you know? That you can fuck them up. Let's do the giveaway. So how do we do the giveaway? So let me read what GTO Wizard wrote to me. So GTO Wizard said, we can provide you with 3 times 1 month starter subs for the giveaway. All we need from winners is the email they registered an account with on GTO Wizard and what format they would like to access. Either it's MTT, cash or spin. Thank you. So, if you guys don't have GTO Wizard account yet, you have a link below my channel or !GTOW. You can make an account there. I don't think you need to make it right now. Let's first do the giveaway and then you guys can do all the logistics. I think that's the best plan. So we are giving away 3x 1 month starter sub. So that's what we're giving away for GTO Wizard. I'm just gonna write it in chat in case somebody didn't hear well. And it's MTT, cash, or spins sub, whatever you choose. Okay. Let's do it. I'm gonna go to Nightbot and we'll figure out how do we do it. Giveaways. Giveaway to chatters who type a keyword. But what is the keyword? Let's see if I can. Next, we're gonna give the keyword will be ATA. Let's just give it ATA. Done. And we need to, yeah, just write in the chat ATA. Let's see if you qualify. And then I will choose the winner. So just write in the chat ATA if you would like to compete for GTO Wizard 1 month starter sub to MTT, cash or spins. Yeah, ATA works perfectly. If you already have GTO Wizard, you can provide it for a friend that doesn't have it yet and wants to test things around. So I guess we have what, 10 entries? We're gonna wait what? 20 seconds I wait more. I really want to reward the guys which cooperated on study session. I don't want to give it to people which yeah, are just having stream on. So we wait like 20 seconds and then I will choose 3 winners. So currently we have 11 entries. So you guys which don't have GTO Wizard yet, you have a big chances to get it. So Hadeka, you can pick it for a friend which doesn't have GTO Wizard if you want. Okay, we will start the picking winners in 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. First winner is Dalgis. I'm gonna make a screenshot. That's the first one. I'm gonna tell you what you need to do. So no worries, you don't need to panic or do anything. Maybe you can write me in chat that you're here. The second one is Flanners. And the third one will be Gademonas, 5-year follower. So you guys write me if you're here. Dalgis said he's here, Flanners as well. And Gademonas as well. Okay, all three. So you three, if you don't have GTO Wizard account, you need to make it here. Maybe GTO V, or below in the description I have a link for GTO Wizard. Make yourself an account and write me on either Discord, Twitch, Whisper, write me your GTO Wizard email and you will be upgraded in like max 3 days. I'm gonna write GTO Wizard immediately and I'm gonna and you will be upgraded. And yeah, you need to also tell me, is it GTO Wizard MTT, cash or spins? So that you need to tell me as well. So your email plus for which format you want to have it. Okay? So your GTO Wizard email, not your email like on on Gmail, but GTO Wizard email and which format you would like to have unlocked. Okay? Write me on either Discord or Twitch Whisper. Send me Twitch Whisper to me directly, like message on Twitch. I didn't win, I remain stupid? No. You just need to be here more, and I will do more giveaways, you know? Okay, so yeah, you guys message me GTO Wizard email. Make yourself GTO Wizard account if you didn't yet. Below in description. You just click on GTO Wizard banner. I hope you will get there, or exclamation mark GTOW in Twitch chat. And then let me know on Twitch Whisper or Discord your GTO Wizard email and add me if you want for entities, cash or spins. That will be it. I will do more giveaways in the future, so you didn't guys miss much. I'm also gonna try to ask GG if they can give me some cash dollars or tournament dollars to give away. So I'm gonna try to do something for you. Okay. I'm extremely hungry today. Extremely hungry. So so we will shortly wrap it up. I'm gonna try to find some Twitch streamer to send you over. I don't know who. Is there anyone? I think this guy plays amazing cash game. Like, it's one of the best cash gamers. Has insane win rate. You guys will love him. So he has a positive win rate on GG cash games before Eggback, and he's one of the best Russian cash players, if not the best, over a long sample. So yeah, definitely worth watching him and taking some bits out of his game. You will learn a lot. He's also my inspiration, like how good he is, and he's streaming on Twitch all the time. So yeah, thank you for participating, and we see each other, I guess, tomorrow. Bye bye.